Don't make an idol out of your past. Welcome on board. I'm SOLOMONAYO. Today is going to be a very short video, but a straightforward word to someone. Stop recycling your past. That sounds weird, right? I'm here to tell someone again that you need to stop recycling your past. Let go of everything. Rise above the past. Face your fears. Embrace your struggles and move head on. Enough of the tears. Oh God, I used to be a good crier. I can cry for Africa. But one of the things the Lord kept dealing with me some time ago was how to control my emotions. Now please, we are not talking of it in the negative way. Please, let's talk like some mature adults here. You know, women especially, we are so emotional. Any little thing, we are so touched. We can ruminate over things, hours, days, weeks. It's okay. It's not that bad in itself. But the moment it begins to affect things of God, then it becomes bad. The moment it begins to affect your spiritual life, your spiritual activities, your engagement in the things of God, your vision, your day-to-day life, then it calls for shaking. You need to put it into check. So likewise, many of us, our emotions are still holding on to the past. We keep recycling the past pains. You know what? You are not the only one on the planet Earth. And this planet Earth is not the only planet in the whole universe. That is to say, what you're going through is nothing compared to the mightiness of God. Please, I want you to take note of what I said. I didn't say it's nothing. I'm not underestimating or trivializing your pains. No. But it's nothing compared to the magnitude of God's power. It's just like, maybe let's assume the Lord has blessed you. You have your own house, you have 2 cars, and you stumble on a young teenager and insult you. Let's imagine you mistakenly spill off his ice cream during summer. And he begins to insult you. You feel insulted. That's an insult to your pedigree. Yeah. Why? Because a scoop of ice cream, you're going to buy it 1,000,000 times. So imagine being ridiculed and the child begins to grumble. Oftentimes that's how we treat God. Why me? I prayed. You didn't do this, oh Lord. Oh, something happened at the past. Why? Excuse me. Why not you? Let's go. Begin to project into the abundance of the word. Begin to see things that are yet to happen. Begin to see the thousands of opportunities that you are yet to explore. But when you begin to recycle the past, it holds you down. It limits your perspective. It burns your energy. It wastes your time. The time that you could be using to move ahead. We need to let go. We need to, this year. Why am I really talking about this year? Because it's a new dawn, a new season, a new era for many of us. But a lot of things will be holding us down. Not God, not the devil, not some witches or wizards if you believe in such things. But we are going to be holding down ourselves because we will keep thinking of what happened yesterday. Whereas we need to forge ahead in annoyance. We need to be provoked. We need to be challenged. That either I succeed or I succeed. There are no two words about it. There are no options. That is my only reality. Instead of moving that way, we stay gloomy, begin to cry and ruminate 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Many of us are still hunting from what happens to us 25 years ago. I understand. What do you want to talk about? Oh, I think I'll still reserve my own story. Not now. I'm still praying for God for the courage to share. Like, what has happened to you happened to some. The magnitude can be different, of course. Some people died in the process. Some people succeeded. Why not join the other side of those that overcame and succeeded? It is a deliberate action. I understand it's painful, it's hurting. You were stabbed, you were abandoned, you were rejected. I understand. You lost everything in the twinkle of an eye. You lost everything. I understand. You are even physically challenged. I understand. I may not even understand the magnitude, but there's someone that sees everything and is beckoning on you. Rise from the shambles of your past. Rise from the tyranny, the hold of your past pains. Look up to the bright side of life. It seems vague, right? It seems unrealistic. But you know what? It's because you determined, you decided not to see it. Yes, I'm sorry. You see, life will never give you what you deserve, but what you demand from it. Stop expecting the world to throw your laps on a platter of gold, all because you deserve it. Who are you to deserve it? You are just like everyone else. You and me, we are just like everyone else. We need to make a demand for what belongs to us. If you say, you see what, this 2023, I'm going to explore opportunities. I'm going to explore them to maximum. I'm not going to stay where I used to be. How do I go about it? Every Saturday, I need to move out. I need to go somewhere. I need to do this. That is how you explore. But whereas you sit down in your closet, you begin to ruminate. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. The opportunities that was just at your doorstep, they're not going to come in to knock at your door. They will pass you by. Why? Because you refuse to open up to them. You cannot hold like this and expect to receive something. No. What must happen? And it's going to fall. So for you to receive, and then you're going to do what? You're going to do shifts to receive. Are you positioning yourself to receive? Do you prefer to hold on to your old coin rather than receive the fresh bale of currency, pounds, maybe dollars? You prefer to hold on to your old coin. Yes, someone stole it from you. It remains just some penny, but let it go. Lose it now. Open up. Position yourself to receive new things. Are you positioning yourself? You need to open up. Now, how do you open up? Take time to heal. Oh God, that is the most difficult. You're going to be stumbling on maybe podcasts, videos like this. That's going to be piercing your heart. They're going to be hitting you, hurting you. Yes, that's the healing process. Begin to open up. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to hit something, hit it. I don't care. If you want to break the door, break it. Let go of that hurt. Let go of the pain. Let go of the anger. Many of us have bottled up so much that we no longer expect anything from life. We just live like every other person. And yet you keep blaming some things that happened 2 decades ago. Why rewinding your past pains? Why recycling? It is because you were recycling them. That's why you keep getting the same results. Let go. Heal. It can take you the next 6 months. It can take you the next 1 year. It can take you the next 2 years. Don't make an idol out of your past. Don't make an idol out of your past. Stop worshiping your past. The more you think of them, the more you hold them in a high esteem. That, oh, and this happened while you're already worshiping your past. You've turned it to an idol in your heart, whereas you need to make God your worshiping, making the holy idol. Make your opportunities around you the only thing you want to see. You cannot focus on two directions at a time. You cannot focus on two things at a time. You're either looking at your problems or you're looking at other things, which could be any other thing. I'm not going to hand it here. I'm going to hand it here. Stop recycling the past. Let's go. Take time to heal. I understand. Even if I don't understand, it's okay. You were broken. You will. Talk about it. Talk about it. Blab it out. Yes. I've also been victim of circumstances. Not once, not twice. Terrible circumstances that I never expected. But you know the most fun thing? The more I think of cursing God, the more I think of turning from Him, the more I feel empty. So what should I do? Come back to Him. And you know what? He has more in stock. You know, when we question God, we think He does not hear us. Lord, why will you allow this? Why? But allow God to ask you a question. And you know, He did the same. He answered. He asked Job. He asked Job a question too. He said, where was he when He founded the earth? When He shut the doors of the ocean, when He suspended the waters? Job could not answer. Where was he? How can you question God? And you know, there was a time too when I was going through tough times and I questioned God. The next thing was like, excuse me, madam, have I ever promised you anything and I've never brought it to pass? As I was struck. And truly looking back at my childhood till now, even if it's going to take 10 years, and truly I started remembering everything. And that's the Holy Spirit for you. He will bring to remembrance everything. I remember there was a time God told me one small thing. After 7 years, it materialized. Another one 8 years, another one 10 years, another one 11 years. Though I might even be young. So if God could be so faithful to that, why now can't I trust Him? And truly, I sealed my mouth and I never asked Him, why is this happening? I don't need to ask the why. Rather, I need to say, Lord, help me to know what You are doing. And those are part of the healing process. Those are ways I learned to let go of the past. I learned to stop questioning God. Stop thinking of ways you can understand everything. They happened. Now move on. Will you suspend the next 30 years of your life because of an incident that happened within 30 minutes? That's the worst tragedy that can happen to any man. Yes, they might have left impacts that can never be erased. I know. They might have damaged you. They might have given you some psychological disorders. But why not trust nature? Trust God. Trust the healing process. And you will be healed. See you